The book of Esther is often disparaged by some. Even Luther said it shouldn't be in the Bible because the name of God does not appear in the book. Well, that's kind of interesting. But see, the word Esther means something hidden. So let me share with you some surprises. There are hidden codes in the book of Esther. There are 5 acrostics that are well known among Talmudic scholars. And I published those in our news journal many years ago. And one of our subscribers is a rabbi by the name of Yaakov Ramsel who sent me a note. He says, by the way, Chuck, there's 3 others you don't know about. Let me share them with you. And so in Esther verse 1, verse 20, there's an acrostic that spells Yad-He-Vav-He, which is the unpronounceable name of God. It's the initial letters of these 4 words because the event that's being alluded to there is initial, but it spells God's name backwards because he's turning back the counsels of man. Okay, cute little thing. Esther 5, again, we have initial letters because God's initiating the action, but this time it's spelled forward because God is ruling and causing Esther to act. Kind of curious. Esther chapter 5, again we have Yad-He-Vav-He, the final letters of the words, because Haman's end is approaching. They're written backwards because God is overruling Haman's gladness and turning back Haman's counsel. And in Esther 7:7, you've got again Yad-He-Vav-He, that is it's final because Haman's end had come, and forward because God is ruling and bringing about the end that he had determined. Now, these interpretations are the rabbinic interpretations, why they're forward or backward, first whether they're a forward acrostic or a backward acrostic, and whether they're spelled forward or backward. You see, there's 4 different things here. And so the pairing, see, the first 2, the initial letters are used because the facts are initial, and the last 2 are final letters because the facts are final. And the first one's backward, the second one's forward, and the third one's backward, the fourth one's forward. The ones that are backward deal with the Gentiles, the ones that are forward deal with the Israelites. Because the Israelites read that direction, the Gentiles that direction. There's also a case of introversion. The words spoken concerning a queen versus words spoken by a queen, or the words spoken by Haman, or the words concerning Haman. There's structure every place you look here. There's even one where King Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther the queen, "Who is he and where is he that durst presume in his heart to do so?" This is when the king finds out that she's under threat here. It's interesting that in the Hebrew of that phrase, if you find the word I am. Ichya, okay. In Esther chapter 1, verse 3, there's an equidistant letter sequence of the interval of 8. Interval of 8. If you look at those letters, you find the word Mashiach. And it's 8. Just as 666 is the number of Satan, 888 is the number of Messiah. And there's also another one in Esther 4, verses 7, in which it spells Yeshua, Jesus. And then there's another one in Esther 4, verse 2, that is El Shaddai, the Almighty. But Ramsel mentioned another one. He said, Chuck, this one you'll get a kick out of. This is an interval of 6. Okay, you ready for this? An interval of 6, in the Hebrew it says, Haman and Satan stink. Something hidden. Now, you certainly don't use those to build doctrine, but they're in cryptology would be called authentication codes. The little hints there that it's by design. Those things don't happen by accident. You can quickly convince yourself that there's no way it could happen randomly.